Well, I want to talk a little bit about the Elite, and I hope the camera's in focus because I think it's when you first press the button on, that's where the focus is, you know. But, you know, on the internet, boy, they got a lot of garbage about the Elite, left and right. You know, the Elite, quote unquote. I can tell you one thing. I know some things, and I'm not going to really tell you details. That doesn't mean that I'm going to give you something constructive other than just don't listen to the bullshit out there, because there's a ton of it out there. I know the lizard people and the aliens are controlling the earth. There's a lot of stuff out there. By the way, my chair has a cat print on it, so that's why I got a cat too. I got cats everywhere, cat print everywhere. Yeah, some crazy, right? Anyway, you know, the stuff with the Elite, though, you know, when Lindsey Williams puts out stuff, God, you know, at first I listened to him because he did make an accurate call on oil when Goldman Sachs was saying it's going way up, and, you know, it went down back in 2008. You know, they said it was going to go from 147 to 200. That's what Goldman says. Lindsey Williams said it was going to go back down below 50, and that's what happened. But that was when Ken Fromm was around. I think now, I don't know. But, you know, just use a little common sense. If this guy knew everything about, even some stuff about what's going to happen with oil, why would Lindsey Williams have to sell DVDs? I mean, come on. I know you can copy them, but they're only 90 bucks each, right? But whatever, that's his business, fine. But, you know, I'll tell you this. The one thing I always picked up about, you know, the big money, man, don't let anybody know what the hell. They will not let anybody know what the hell they're doing. That's the whole game. They don't let anybody know. As soon as somebody gets a whiff of some shit, they don't let them know. They back off, or they're doing something different from what they're saying they're doing. They don't. It's not public. Nobody tells anybody anything. So it's amazing that he's got this information. It's bullshit crap. You know, once in a while you get a tidbit in there about, you know, Berlusconi's going to resign. The Elite are going to force him to resign, and that's great. But, you know, as far as anything monetary, like, you know, silver's going to be 75 to 100, and it was 26, and oil was going to be between 150 and 200, and it was like 75. Yeah, right. And I'm going to say, you know, a lot of people just don't believe me. You know, I say, like, you know, and I understand the deal with Vladimir Putin, man. He's like a real, like, focal point for pride of Russia. You know, he represents, he gets the people all pumped up for the most part. You know, he makes it look good for Russia. But he's a crook. That's all I gotta tell you. He's a crook, man. What the hell I mean, come on. I know they got the watches out there, you know, like, that's one thing. But come on, who runs Russia? The state, right? Who's really one of the main guys in charge of the state? Now, Vladimir Putin probably isn't the main guy. But come on. Come on. I mean, am I going to get proof on this? How the hell am I going to get proof on this? I mean, just open your eyes and just figure it out. Use a little, I don't know, common sense, street smarts or whatever. He's the whole head of the Russian state. He's got everything at his disposal. I mean, maybe he doesn't have the wealth. He does have the wealth in the bank accounts. It's bullshit. Because I picked up on different things he said about with Berlusconi and other things in interviews. And if you read between the lines, you don't want to believe it. You know, I know a lot of people in Russia just stick behind him, but I think some people are pretty much wise to it. But what the hell are you going to do about it? Nothing, right? You know, the deal with Obama, you know, everybody's like, some of the more religious people are freaking out because he's a Muslim. I really don't give a shit about that, you know. People want to practice whatever their religion they want, fine. As long as, you know, I go by like the Bill of Rights, religious freedom. You want to be a Muslim, Islam, fine, go ahead. I mean, then you got these other ones out there, like the Bahá'í faith. Remember, I was talking about this before, and people were like, thumbs down. Go ahead, do whatever you want. The Bahá'í faith, you know, they were like real peaceful. They had like Islam, they had Muhammad, Abraham, Jesus, you know, Buddha. Everything was all mixed in their religion. They accepted everybody. The religious clerics in Iran hated them. So they're persecuted, put in jail, freaking killed, all kinds of shit, everything confiscated. That tells you what the religious clerics are about. Why did they leave alone the Jews? Because the Jews would clobber their ass. They got some strength. They pick on people that don't have strength. It's almost like you can apply that. You can apply that to anything, though. You can apply that to anything. You know, if you think, you know, somebody wants to, yeah, you apply it to like a cop that busts somebody for jaywalking and doesn't go after a hard criminal. You know, it's almost the same way. You know, same kind of shit, right? So, I mean, I don't like, actually on the internet, I don't look at much conspiracy shit. I'll actually look at Jay Leno's garage before I look at some, you know, shit with the aliens or some crap like that. I might look at some alien shit once in a while, like, you know, what the hell is this stupid thing? But I really don't look at that crap too much. And the elite don't tell you what the hell's going on. Actually, they change their plan. They're like Pac-Man, man. They just gobble up money, man. They get their nose out looking for money, power, and they're constantly on the move, man. And they act like they give a shit. They don't give a shit. They're so full of it, man. But Obama, man, I really don't. That guy doesn't really piss me off. You know, I'm like, I'll look at him like, I understand. Even the Democrats tell you he's owned head to toe. So, I mean, really, you know, everybody's like, oh, Obama's going to be a third-term dictator. You know, oh, we better get rid of him. You know, I'm afraid if somebody's going to, well, I don't know this, but that's a conspiracy theory. Somebody might kill him. You know, blame it on right-wing radical terrorist elements in the United States and all this kind of crap and clamp down. And if something like that happens, I think it's going to be the elite did it, you know? And I don't know if he's got any brains. But he does, actually. Obama's not really stupid. Anybody's president is not stupid, whether you like him or not. I mean, I'm not for the guy per se, but anybody's president is not stupid. You know, some people say he's teleprompter Obama. He's not dumb. But, you know, the thing is, I hope he's got some little bit of an independent streak in him, and he might, because Lindsey Williams says the elite are pissed off at him. So, I don't know. I'll say this. I'll support the president, because first off, the president isn't making the policies that I don't like. He's just talking them. He's just a, you know, he's the president guy that they own him, basically. It's bullshit. There's other people playing this game. So, that's why I don't get mad at him. But I don't really give a shit if he's a Muslim, as long as he's like, not if he even is, or whatever the hell he is. I don't give a shit what he is. Don't care. You know, so people get freaked out about that. So, I just gotta say, be chill about it. And the elite don't reveal what the hell they're gonna do. They're the last people in the world that reveal shit. Man, they're secretive as all. Well, I know a little bit about it. They freaking back off of deals, man. Anybody finds out about something, oh, they're gone, man. They're vapor. So, because they don't share. They don't share shit. I found that because, man, if you're like, you know, if they got like billions of dollars, man, they wouldn't give you a freaking quarter. That's the way they are. They're assholes, man. So, but, you know, you got to try to scam them too. So that's the way I look at it, you know. But, you know, the thing is, they're not going to have somebody come on YouTube and tell you all their plans. Now, one video I did before, just like a crappy video I did real quick, was called Shadows the Elite. Hey, you might want to look at that damn thing. That actually was real. That's some crazy shit. $1.4 trillion attempted deal by some people. You know, just like, you know, I'm not going to put all the names out there and shit. But, I mean, it's more real than something stupid-ass Alex Jones says. You know? You're a real investigative reporter. You know, put the names out there. I'm not putting names out on this shit. Yeah, it'd be like, that's suicidal. But, I mean, it would be suicidal one way or the other because you'd probably get me some legality or some shit. You know, I don't want to do that. But, the elite don't reveal what the hell they're going to do. And you're not going to find it on YouTube or the Rothschilds. Who the hell knows what the hell they're doing? Actually, I think the military is more dangerous. Just stick with the Bill of Rights. And actually, that's an easy word to spread because everybody in the world would like the Bill of Rights pretty much. Pretty much. And if they don't, you know, fuck them. I mean, really. Hey, the United States is about freedom. We're not about dictatorship. So the Bill of Rights, that's the thing you concentrate on. And you don't get behind one person. You can figure a Bill of Rights almost like your little 10 Commandments or some shit, in a way, for politics. Or for government. That's probably what he used 10. You know, it's the good commandments for government, right? So, just to sum it up, the elite don't tell you shit. And you're never going to find out what it is on the internet. I know a couple little tidbits, and I threw them out there just for somebody's interest, but I don't know, what the hell does that tell you anyway? But in the future, I'm probably going to do a lot more health videos. I'm going to probably do one on ozone therapy tomorrow or so. That'll be the deal, because I think this stuff is, you know, bullshit. I don't look for conspiracy crap. I actually look more at Jay Leno's garage than I ever would on some